start because it's been like, how long has it been that I've had my hair tall? Like almost an hour. I'm like, no, I've waited too long because I finished washing my hair at 9:23, and yes, I did it late at night again. I always say I'm going to start early, but for some reason, I never start early. So I always need to put lotion on my hands before I start detangling my hair. And I did a little bit of detangling in the shower, but I just want to show you the texture of my hair. I want to show you what my hair texture is. I'm going to do this right now. My hair texture is very wavy, as you can see. Very, very wavy. Very, very wavy hair. So, I definitely need to put some moisture back into my hair because I feel like too much of the water has evaporated. And I've never bought one of those continuous misters. I'm like, can I just like maybe use my fingers and water? I'm gonna do some finger detangling first, because you know, other people they directly put a brush in their hair and they just go to townsies. I don't get that. I'm like, no. It just feels so damaging. I guess I'm just too sensitive about things in life. Like everybody just wants to pull a brush to their hair as hard as possible, and I'm like, why? Why is that so enticing? I don't understand. It must be just something different in my thought process, I guess. But that's so enticing to people. Hi, how you doing, Renard? Merci beaucoup to you. Alright, so let's see. I do need to do some more, like, you know what I'm going to do, because I've had this, I don't know, most people probably use up their hair products a lot faster than me, but I was using an Oxy Spray leave-in conditioner, but I think I just want to use this up. So I like to water down my product, so I feel like I'm just going to kind of water this down a bit, and I'm going to use it up. I'm just gonna go through my hair very gently, doing lots of finger separation, detangling. This bores people out of their gourd. They're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm taking my time in the detangling process. This is why I hate if I wash my hair like early in the morning and I have to go somewhere, because I feel like I don't have enough time to just slowly detangle the way I like. And this is why I don't feel any desire to wash my hair. Like, well, it would dry my hair out if I washed it every other day. That would be way, way too much for my hair type, honestly. Oh, it's morning time for you, I guess. It's like 9 o'clock at night for me. Maybe I'll come back in a few minutes because I didn't pour coffee, and I need coffee to do this process. So this part is really, no matter what I ever do, this section right here just becomes Tingletown. And I know most people they would rip a brush through their hair, but I just feel like I don't want to do that. I'm like, I never feel like there's anything on this planet that's worth ripping a brush through your hair for. I don't. I'm like, let's get as much. Let's use our fingers, okay? Let's use our fingers and let's detangle with our fingers to start with. That's my whole rationale. I'm like, let's just kind of use our fingers and gently prise our hair apart as much as possible before we go in with like a comb, you know? Or even like the wet brush. This side is very well detangled, like this side just did really good, because I did do some detangling in the shower, but you know, my hair loves to like, my hair type, it just loves to come together. It really does. And for the longest time, a lot of people just are so weird about it. Like, oh, why is your hair tangled? And I'm like, you know, what? There's even people with straight hair. They can have tangles. And I'm like, it's so silly. Like people that are like, they think that nobody's hair ever clumps up or something. I'm like, so naive or something. I'm like, really? Are you like Dodo or something? I don't get it. I don't get people who aren't aware of things, you know? I just want this side to be like very detangled. That's what I want. Thank you. I'm glad you think it's beautiful. I do think my hair is beautiful. And this is what I mean, like when I did my last live, like about treating your hair with kindness with your hairbrush. Like, what is, like, yeah, I brushed my hair before I washed it, but I'm like, what is the purpose of like ripping a brush through your hair? I don't get it. Like, it doesn't benefit you in any way. Like, personally, I don't like it to do that. Some people, they just really want to, I guess they just want to run a brush through their hair as hard as possible or something. I think I just need to see how far I can get my hair. You take your, I don't want to hurt my hair. Stick, like with my fingers before I start going in with other things, you know? Just to prevent some of the snarlies. I'm just not a fan of the snarlies, you know? I don't like snarlies. Okay, so I'm gonna start. Last time I did the unbrush, but I feel I've had like an epiphany that I think I will start with the wide tooth comb, personally. I just think that's the best way to start with combing out your hair. You know, like do a little section with the wide tooth comb, and it goes through so easily, so smoothly. Look at that. I mean, later I'm probably gonna want to go over it, I'm sure, but I like that, and that was from having taken the time to finger detangle that section before I went bananas, you know? Like, that is the beauty of finger detangling, in my opinion. Like, look at that. And I think I like this better because why would I want to rip? Like, I like the unbrush. I do. I think it's great. Honestly, I think it tucks on your hair less than I've always liked the wet brush for the last couple of years since I started using it, but I just feel like it tugs on your hair less, and I'm gonna do what feels natural to me, and this is finger detangle. And I like how I watered this down. I'm like, this was a great idea. So it's a little bit watery. Ooh, I like that. I'm liking this texture. It's nice and separated. I feel like this part isn't as separated as I would like. I just feel like there's too many little tangles going on there. I just want everything super separated before I start another section of combing. I try to take very good care of my long hair because I've just had this epiphany in my life that treating yourself well, treating others well, being gentle with yourself, being gentle with others is the best way to be. Like, I'm a person of epiphany. body sometimes, and I know people are like, but it's just hair care, but I feel like when people say, oh, it's just hair, and they like are just rude to their hair and they treat their hair bad, and I don't get that. Like, I'm like, why are you like that? Like, and then I feel like too, because chemical processes really aren't good for our hair, like bleaching and all those chemical hair dyes. And I know some people are like, but some chemicals are good, and yeah, some chemicals might be good, but sometimes I think I have been experimenting with like VO5 conditioner, but I'm gonna use it up. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna buy slightly more. Like, it might still be a drugstore conditioner, but one that I just think I like better, because I just don't feel like my hair is as detangles as easily with the VO5. I'm not liking the results as much as when I was using Aussie or even Pantene or Curlsmith. Other ones, Not Your Mother's. I just feel like they're a little bit more elevated. No. Let's see, if I ever feel like something tugs, I stop. I just stop. I'm gonna do some more separation. Maybe some more wetness into my hair, and then we'll keep going. Just feel like kind of tugs a little bit, and we'll stop. Like wide tooth comb. I like that too. But that's okay. That's not too bad. Could be worse, I feel like. Could be a lot worse. Nah. But I'm very tender-headed. I get very sensitive. I don't want anything to tuggy buggy. So I'll go as gentle and as slowly as possible. Yeah. Pretty good. Okay, I like that. Not bad. Yeah, I like this. I really like this. I love wide tooth comb. I think wide tooth comb, it's my all-time favorite. Like, wet hair, like after washing hair, detangler. I know some people are like, oh, but I have to go as fast as I can and the unbrush will detangle faster, but I don't know, like, I still like to take my time. Like, I'm not in some competition contest to detangle my hair, I guess. Like, I guess if you're in some sort of mad dash to detangle your hair in a certain amount of time, yeah, you're gonna want something that's a little bit more, I don't know. Oh, it always is after I wash it, dear. Like, every time after you wash your hair, it is very tingly. That's just how it is. Like, washing my hair is like, yes, that's why I'm going as slow as possible to try and get all the tangles out. Because that's the whole point of wavy hair. It will tangle up. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not like matted tingle, but yeah, there's tangles in there. But I'm very picky too about my hair. Like, I want it to be very, like, I like it to be super tangle free. Like, I am like kind of, like, I will go up to bat against tangles. I think some people with long hair, they accept more tangles sometimes. Like, especially, like, I don't know, but I'm like, no, like, this is zero tingles. I don't want any tingles in my hair. I'm very picky. So, like, after I wash my hair, like, it's a process, and I go to town against them. That's my whole thing. I'm very, very big on getting all the tangles out of my hair. Some people aren't. I think some people think some tangle, like a little bit of tangling is okay. Maybe not everybody, but I like to get everything completely detangled, like the night of washing, the day of washing. Like, I will not let, like, I've heard some people just say with long hair, like, certain textures that they will work on their tangles throughout the week or something, and for me, I can't do that. Like, you get them out after you wash your hair, and you keep them at bay by not wearing your hair loose, you know? Like, I just have certain preferences for my hair that other people may not have. So it's not like super matted or anything, because I took precautions after, like, today, by brushing out my hair. And there have been times that I brushed my hair when I went on a couple days without, like, washed my hair when I went a couple days without brushing it and left it in a braid. Okay, that's not bad. Like, I like how quickly this is detangling, and it's not, like, I don't know, I just feel like this is so much more gentle than sometimes running a brush through your hair. That's just my little opinion. I love this. Yeah, I like that. A wide tooth comb for detangling process. It's pretty darn good. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of wide tooth comb. Okay, so this section feels pretty good. I'm going to just dampen it a little tiny bit. Little tiny bit, and then I might put some even conditioner that I watered now because I'm trying to use it up. I'm just gonna kind of go through, even though I separated everything initially, I'm just kind of going through it with my fingers once again, just to make sure that things are separated to my liking, I guess. No. Let's start it up too high. Start down low. I like to start as low as possible. Although sometimes I do start higher than I think I should, but then sometimes it just depends. But ideally, it's best to start at the ends. Coming through so simply, so easily, so beautifully. This side just doesn't. It must be something about the way I wash my hair or something, because I always end up getting more tangles on my dominant right hand side than on my left. I always feel like, I feel like it's something about maybe the way in which I'm washing my hair. I don't know. It's kind of what I feel like sometimes. Well, I brushed my hair before I washed it. Like, I call it detangling, but like I had left it down for a whole day and a half, and I actually slept with it loose, which is something I try not to do. I've done it in the past. I prefer not to do it, you know. Especially with Southern California winds, like 25-mile-per-hour winds. You know, my hair, I walked in the wind, like extreme wind. And that's another reason I keep my hair in a braid, because, like, winds around here are crazy. Like, especially in February, we start getting some really powerful, like, the wind was just like, it could carry you away. That's how powerful it was, like, the last few days. And on Saturday, when I was out and about, I'm like, I almost thought about this. Like, I've been thinking about buying a hair bonnet to sleep with, just to experiment with that. And I was thinking about buying one so that when I walk, keep my hair in the hair bonnet, and then it doesn't blow in the wind at all on the top. I just want to try it. It's a little experiment that I might try one of these days. We'll see. But I have a theory about it. I think it might be good. I did do some detangling with my fingers in the shower too. I'm just like, I'm liking it a lot. Very soft. Wow. Because look at this. I wasn't always able to do this where I could just put a finger through my hair and do that. It's kind of amazing. I can do that. I'm just like, wowzers. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. Well, my hair is actually pretty wavy, dearie. I think you think my hair's straight, but it's like 2B. Actually, like, it's like, it's on the higher end of waviness, actually. My hair just looks straighter, I think, because I don't like scrunch it and stuff. You know, like other people that have wavy hair, sometimes they do things to promote more of the waviness to it. But you can still see, like, look at this. There's a lot of waviness to it. That's not really straight. Straight is like pin straight. There's nothing really straight about my hair. It's really long, actually. I wish I could show, like, exactly how long it is. Let me see. It's like here, right here, right here to there. It's grown a lot. I don't know, don't hold. I feel like it can go a little keep it separated. I see also those sections to collide. I'm gonna keep them very separated as I come on to the top. Sometimes I think I want to put them together, but I know in my heart that if you keep them separated, they will come out better. You just know. You're like, keep it separated. Separation process. You do not need to be moved that together until I feel like you can. Like here, there's a little something that's kind of keeping it. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Not at all. I really like this. So the only place you can see my content is on my channels and my Instagram and my TikTok. And I made that decision because I feel like nobody else has the right or is entitled to any content I create. Unless it's somebody I talked about this a little bit yesterday. Unless I do some sort of in the future hair collaboration with somebody who's growing their hair long or a hair interview with them, that's the only time. Because I feel like if you're not growing your hair long, you don't get my content. And you don't understand long hair. And you don't, how can you even talk about it? You can't. I just, you don't know what it takes to detangle hair or to, maintain hair. You just don't know. There are so many things you don't know about it. So, why... long hair space, men that don't have long hair, you get to appreciate that we have long hair, but you just get to admire it. You don't get to play a participation role in it. That's my thought anyway. I know some women feel like they, I don't know, somehow they're promoting their channel by having men with short hair post their content. I just don't think so, because I'm why? What's the point? It's just a dude with short hair. He doesn't have long hair. Why doesn't he want to grow his hair long? I don't know. So it's one thing you're allowed to, and you can definitely admire women with long hair, but I just think there's this boundary line, that is so solid that a lot of men. Well, that's good. I feel okay. There's just this solid boundary line that I feel like some men, they just don't get. They think that, and it's not all men, it's just some men on social media that, I don't really understand, why they're not learning about hair care if they want to post about hair care. Because I feel okay, there's different types of hair care, but my channel is a hair journey channel. I don't claim to be a how-to tutorial channel because I kind of talked about that earlier. I feel like some of them are good, but a lot of them kind of, I don't know, they don't really boil it down to different hair types. They're not really providing tips for all hair types, but they pretend that they do. And then, I don't know, some people think, and they're not really providing specific hair tips that I think the only thing I can get from some of those channels that do that is they're promoting more gentle hair care in general, which I think can help anybody, but I am going to go out on a limb and say there's nobody on social media that can say exactly what's going to apply to your hair. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. It's not popular, but it's true because you really have to figure out what works for your hair. Just for every aspect of your life. I just believe in self-discovery and figuring yourself out and not relying, you can watch and I think it's cool to see what other people are doing, but there's nothing that anybody's doing on this planet that really applies to what I'm doing, Does that make any sense? I don't know. It's just this intuitive journey I'm kind of on, you know. I appreciate that. And it behooves you. It really does, because, you know, you can think anything you want, but let's just, you know, reason being, this is just my thought too. It's nice to admire something, but we also need to always be cognizant of, well, you know, there are many different people online, and I just think it's good to, you can like something, but just awareness is a good thing, right? That's what I think. So I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate it immensely. I like this combing technique though, where I'm just kind of getting snarlies out. I do need to go in a little bit more, I think, with it. I mean, it's pretty much detangled everywhere. I'll probably do a second round with the unbrush. Like, this is more to smooth out and refine it. But this first round, I'm just finding the wide tooth comb is good, because I just like to use this to try and get the snarlies out. Here, we'll get the little snarlies out. No. I'm too high up. I'm gonna slow it down. I need to go in sections because I feel it looks like I'm stuck. I think I love wide tooth combing my hair at first. It's definitely my preference. I'm gonna say it's definitely better than just going in this guy first because I think it tugs less. That's just my preference. Yes, I have super thick hair. This is true. That's another reason it takes me a while because I have thick hair and I do it in sections and then I have a lot of it and the strands are kind of thick. Some of my strands are pretty thick, but yeah, I definitely, this is my favorite part. And I'm going to do a second round with the unbrush, but I want to just kind of get some first rounds going in where I kind of just break up everything, I feel like, a little bit. Make sure it's untangled. Sometimes I feel like it can tug, and I don't want to tug. No tugging. No tug. I do not want to tug ever. I'm very sensitive though. I'm just super sensitive. I do not like to tug on my hair. Anytime I feel like there's a little bit of tugging, I'll stop. So yeah, I've developed the perfect hair technique because I was such a tender-headed kid, and my mom would just be like, bah, bah, bah. I hated that. Like, she was very good at braiding my hair. The whole brushing process when I was a kid, I just remember like, why are you going so fast? Why can't you slow down? And I just know, I never had children. If I ever did, like, if I ever had a child with wavy hair, I'd be like, so gentle. But yeah, I'm so glad I don't have kids because, well, it's not really something I ever wanted, honestly. I'm just saying, like, I just think about these things as an adult, like things I've learned about my own hair type. Alrighty, that was fun. That was a lot of fun, but I think maybe I'll come back later. We'll see. We'll see how I am feeling. Thanks for watching.